Hey guys, it's Jen with Schooling with the Homies. I'm responding today to a mom who is talking about some of her concerns with her 9-year-old and his development or lack of development in certain areas. He has a diagnosis, but mom hasn't specified what that diagnosis is, but she has described some of his symptoms or difficulties that he's having, particularly with reading, sight words, writing his name, language skills, sounds, blending the sounds. Also that he is a bit whiny when she attempts to have him do seat work, whether that's writing, tracing shapes, drawing, things like that. That he's always moving, and so seat work is difficult. And so she's discouraged. She's looking for some motivation, some encouragement. And so obviously I don't know her child. I haven't spent any time with him, but from what I'm reading, I can give a little bit of advice. And again, knowing the student personally is a better way of finding out how to help them and what exactly their needs are and how exactly mom is working with him in the home. So it looks like he's homeschooled, but again, he's turning 9 and mom is expressing that he's not doing some of these things that are what she would consider to be basic academic skills for a much younger student. And mom also mentioned the things that he likes to do. He likes to flip, jump, water the plants, and paint, it sounds like. So with those things, it might seem frustrating that these are only the things he likes to do and he doesn't like to do schoolwork. But what we can do as parents and educators is integrate the things that our child likes to do with the things they don't like to do, with the academics if that's their struggle. And so I would say yes, let your child flip and jump if that's what they like to do. And perhaps when you have him seated at the table for seat work, you can have the task a very, very short task, maybe it's 30 seconds. And as soon as he completes that, even if it's just scribbling on the paper, if he's at the level where he can trace a shape, a square, or you can hold his hand and he'll allow you to hold his hand and use hand over hand assistance to trace that shape, just doing that, even if it's for 30 seconds, then letting him jump on a small exercise trampoline that you have placed right next to the table. That's a great way to say, okay, let's do this. Now you get to jump. Okay, time to sit. Let's do this. Now you get to jump. So it may be quick, but it's that back and forth, 30 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes. You're slowly increasing that time. And if you see that your student is getting frustrated, go ahead and say, okay, one more line. Have him do one more. Even if it's 1 second, then they get to jump up and jump on the trampoline for 1 minute, maybe longer. That's just one idea. The student likes to water the plants. So what I'm thinking is creating a document with some pictures. And I prefer actual photographs if you can. Take a photograph of the items in your home that this child uses to water the plants. And then create a simple 4 to 5 step list that says, step 1. Get the watering can and show a picture of the watering can. Step 2, fill with water and show the picture of the sink or the picture of the hose outside next to the watering can. Step 3, water the plants. Show a picture even of the child watering the plants. So this is more engaging, it's more interesting because he's seeing himself in this text with these words. And then step 4, return the watering can and show the watering can back in its home place. So that's a way you can laminate that or put it in a protective sleeve and just put it on the wall right by the door or wherever the student is going to be going in or out of to get that watering can. So when you do that, you're integrating text into the daily environment, into the daily routines for the child, and you're reading it with them as they do the steps. And you're engaging them in a reading activity and combining it with something they enjoy doing. Should she let him paint? Yes, absolutely. Painting builds fine motor skills. It can help increase attention span. Whatever that child likes to do that in your workspace. Do that wherever you can around your home. And that can be another reinforcer like the trampoline. Instead of jumping, it might be we do 30 seconds or a minute of this task. It might be longer. He might be to the point where he can do 3 to 5 minutes of a task. And then he gets to paint. Painting is still a learning activity. It's still a task that he's gaining something from, but to him, it doesn't feel like work. So yes, let him do painting as much as you can. There's lots of other tips I could give, and maybe I'll come back to this post later, but I wanted to go ahead and share those couple of ideas for that mom. Hopefully that helps. And if you have more questions, you can reach out through their website or you can direct message me. Okay guys, have a great day. Bye.